If you've been around the Avatar The Last Airbender fandom long enough, you'll encounter the Ty Lee as an airbender theory. In Season 2, this fan favorite entered the scene as Azula's lively childhood companion, but some folks think there's more to her than meets the eye, and the results of this theory might culminate in Ty Lee not being among the living during the events of the Legend of Korra. Let me explain. But first, let's talk about this Ty Lee theory. This theory challenges the notion that Aang was the last airbender by proposing that some airbender descendants survived the Fire Nation's devastating attack, something I touched on briefly in this video. Think about it. As a nomadic nation, the airbenders might have formed families across the other nations or escaped on their flying bison. That sets the stage for Ty Lee to potentially be one of those descendants. Now, hold on to your gliders because this is where it gets interesting. Ty Lee and Aang share some uncanny physical similarities. While most Fire Nation folks have dark hair, Ty Lee's hair is that same light brown shade Aang sports in Season 3 when he grows it out to cover up his arrow. And get this, their eyes. A matching shade of gray. Not to mention their facial features, which are distinctly rounder compared to the sharp features of Fire Nation characters. Fans have even got an image showing their faces swapped, and it's hard to deny the resemblance. What's more, Ty Lee's combat skills mirror the defensive training Aang received from the Air Nomads. Aang was all about evasion, strategy, and non-violent conflict resolution. Sound familiar? Yep, because Ty Lee's chi blocking technique aligns pretty closely with the Airbender's approach. Just go ahead and watch her dodge and counter. It's almost like she's manipulating the air itself. Now, of course, bending depends on both genetics and spirituality. Ty Lee's got a strong case for being an airbender descendant, especially when she's so good at sensing auras, which is a spiritual trait not unlike Jinora in the Korra series. And with Ty Lee's distinct physical traits running in the family, it's a hint that her lineage might have some airbending roots. But there's one hiccup in this theory. We haven't seen Ty Lee actually airbend. Therefore, fans have to adjust this theory to say that Ty Lee isn't an airbender, but merely a descendant of airbenders. But that theory alone isn't enough to predict Ty Lee's death in The Legend of Korra. We've got to go a little deeper. But keep that notion of Ty Lee as a descendant of airbenders held in your mind because this next bit of the video gives us our answer. Does anyone remember Harmonic Convergence? The significant cosmic event that plays a crucial role in the second season of Legend of Korra. It's a rare occurrence that happens once every 10,000 years and has immense implications for the world and its spiritual energy. During harmonic convergence, the energy barrier that separated the physical world from the spirit world became very thin, allowing for a powerful merging of the two realms. This convergence creates an opportunity for great changes to take place and can lead to the amplification of spiritual energy and abilities. And one of the major results of harmonic convergence was the re-emergence of airbenders. All across the globe, airbenders were popping up and, well, Ty Lee never shows up. And she would have if the Ty Lee theory held any water. During Avatar Aang's time, she knew the airbender and would eventually go on to have a personal relationship with him, what with her being a Kyoshi warrior and Suki dating Sokka and Ty Lee protecting Zuko for a time as a Kyoshi warrior. If the theory about Ty Lee being an airbender or a descendant of airbenders holds any weight, then certainly she would have acquired airbending abilities right alongside folks like Zahir. By the way, how awesome would that have been? Just think about it. All these airbenders get these powers and all of a sudden, Ty Lee, with Kyoshi warrior makeup, comes strolling up to Air Temple Island in Republic City. Imagine that she was the one who fought Zahir instead of Kaya, and instead of Ty Lee losing like Kaya did, she actually forces Zahir to escape through her dual use of airbending and chi blocking. I don't know, I think that's a really neat idea. But it didn't happen. Why? Well, in my estimation, she didn't show up because, well, she was dead. She passed away into another life. And it's the only thing that makes sense. Because if we believe she was or already has airbending abilities, and because of her previous relationship with Avatar Aang, she would have been one of the first people to turn up at Tenzin's request when he went on search for new airbenders. But maybe you want to hold on to the notion that Ty Lee is still alive. And maybe she is. Maybe she's with Suki on Kyoshi Island, where the warriors could have vowed isolation once more, sometime between the original series and the sequel series. When Kuvira was doing her reconquering of the Earth Kingdom, she never had the island on her map, for example. and she certainly could have made a claim to Kyoshi Island since technically it once belonged to the Earth Kingdom before Kyoshi went and made her own island. Maybe at the Republic City, if Kuvira succeeded in her plans, she might have gone for Kyoshi Island as well. But I digress. The point is that it's very unlikely that Ty Lee would have been hiding out on Kyoshi Island with Suki, even if she took on a vow of isolation, especially under the very unusual circumstances of acquiring airbending. She would have sought out Tenzin the moment she came into her airbending powers. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm onto something? Is the only option for Ty Lee's fate is her death before Harmonic Convergence? Do you even believe in the Ty Lee airbender theory at all? Let me know in the comments below, and check out this video on screen about how a forbidden marriage might have doomed the airbenders. I'll catch y'all in the next one, and as always, peace, love, and remember, be water, my friends.